After all the talk about numbers and figures, it's now time to take a look at festive communication. And the question that we're asking is, are brands in a bid to whip up something new, something creative, continuing with the same old formula for festive communication? Take a look.
इस बार सिर्फ त्योहार मनाओ, शॉपिंग मिंत्रा पे छोड़ दो।
इस दिवाली उम्मीदों को बढ़ने दीजिए पेपर फ्राई हैप्पी दिवाली सेल के साथ।
आ गया है डिस्काउंट से भरा शॉप क्लूज का महाभारत दिवाली सेल। बड़े से बड़ा मॉल पेटीएम मॉल has it all.
Festive ads centered around Diwali by brands across e-commerce, consumer durables, apparel, home decor and many other categories. Some talking of homecoming, spreading cheer, indicating a new start, and others talking about gifting. But are viewers and consumers of these brands advertised able to relate to and recall any of these?
I don't remember a specific one.
Most of the advertisements are same. There is nothing different.
Normal kind of advertisements are on. Nothing special is being done as far as I can see.
They're pretty much the same kind of advertisements.
See, it's pretty much the same each year, like gifting someone, spreading joy.
One brand is doing something, then other brands will also do the same thing. So it's all in all remains the same.
The problem about ads are everybody is with discount, everybody is with features that are common in nature.
Communication experts too call Diwali communication formulaic and non-experimental, which is largely centered around three themes: togetherness, magnanimity of the festival and indulgence.
So they are all becoming like category ads rather than brand ads. You're not able to differentiate one message from the other. You're generally getting a sense that, yeah, there's your huge Diwali thing coming up, this celebration, and brands are asking you to come and buy them. Desire for brands to play a little safe, to not take a cut on it, to go with the most mainstream, most obvious, most surface level interpretation of the festival is making the work look fairly generic.
Festive advertising centered around Diwali accounts for nearly 40% of sales for most brands, and this year festive spends are touted to touch 25,000 crores. However, despite big monies going into Diwali advertising, former advertising creative and author Anuja Chauhan too says that ads for Diwali aren't reflective of the cultural change in the society and are missing newer interpretations desperately needed.
I feel given the current political times and the situations we're living in, I like any ad that talk not just about Diwali but about festive season as a whole.
Elections आ रहे हैं मंत्री जी, मुझ पे ध्यान भी नहीं दोगे? मुझे इग्नोर करोगे चलेगा, हमें इग्नोर मत करना. 49% वोट औरतों के हैं.
Cultural changes aside, with more and more brands increasingly taking up bigger issues, sometimes even political in nature, Diwali advertising, at least most of it, is drowning in the sea of sameness.
That vase is looking so good on this table.
I know.
What perhaps warrants a slightly deeper understanding or building a meaning of the festival in today's times. I mean, how does today's youth in India, for example, look at Diwali, right? What is the brand or the country's point of view on, say, crackers or noise pollution?
Compare that to events that attract stellar creative work internationally, Indian marketers seem to be wanting to play safe.
Spend it on myself. Gift collection.
Yeah, that's what the range is called.
Brands eventually are run by like brand people, you know, and I think people don't want to get embroiled in controversies and stuff like that, and sometimes you get shot down if you try and take a big stand and everybody shoots on you and says that why you know, please stay in your aukat. Then you're accused of poking your nose in businesses that are nothing to do with you. They're like, you're a soap, then you be a soap, or you're a cold drink, be a cold drink, don't talk about larger issues.
The festival also a time for major spenders like the e-commerce category to launch bumper discount offers to cash in on high spending by the consumer, wherein most ads end up talking about great offers and low prices. So, could the fairly risk-proof transactional communication around promoting sales, looking at immediate conversions, be blamed for repetitive narratives? Experts disagree.
If you look at globally, some of the best brand building work happens during sale communication, right? So the two are not separate. It's not given that sale advertising has to be really terrible and only brand advertising has to be meaningful. I mean, even the Harvey Nichols piece is not a thematic piece of work. It's actually around sale.
अरे भाई साहब कहाँ जा रहे हैं?
ये खास है लालटेन के लिए।
यहाँ लालटेन वालटेन कोई नहीं है।
नहीं रहते हैं। हमारे बचपन के दोस्त हैं मिस्टर।
However, there are some like Cadbury that created a cultural intervention and managed to score over the traditional mithai.
तेरी तो हैप्पी दिवाली। हैप्पी दिवाली।
ऐसी मिठास जो दोस्ती को बनाए और भी खास।
This year, brands like Ghadi too managed to offer an out-of-the-box view on breaking stereotypes on Diwali.
बताइए।
नहीं वो इंटरनेट पे ऐड दिया था ना आपने, पुराना फ्रिज और एसी।
अरे हाँ, मुझसे ही बात हुई थी आपकी।
दिवाली पे नया ले रहे हैं इसलिए पुराना निकाल रहे हैं। कोई दिक्कत है क्या?
अरे नहीं सर जी, हम तो खरीदने आए हैं। अगली बार किसी पुलिस वाले से मिलिएगा तो मुस्कुरा कर मिलिएगा।
इस दिवाली सारे मैल दूर डालो।
What's needed is perhaps a collective push from agencies to brands to allow and push for newer narratives that not only break content clutter but also infuse a positive cultural change. Advertising, after all, not only mirrors but also shapes and molds public behavior.